So what's happening, my beautiful people out there in the fragrance world? Welcome to PRScents. My name's Jose, and what do I have for you guys today? So about a week or two ago, I had a subscriber ask if I could do a review of my top 5 Lattafa fragrances. So I figured, what the heck, let me do it. I know I did one a couple of months ago, and I just can't remember when it was, but I think I did do one, but it changes month to month to month. You know, the fragrance world, my top 10 fragrance world fragrances from 5 months ago, it would be different right now, because I keep on getting more and more fragrances and liking more and more fragrances. So I tried to pick 5 and I just couldn't. I couldn't. This list could be 15, but I did 10. All right. So these are my top 10 fragrances for the month of, where are we? October? I think we're in, no, September. For the month of September. So if you're interested and want to know what I have here as my top 10 Lattafa fragrances, stick around and I will see you in a second. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, so like I was saying, so I've got 10 of my personal Lattafa collection that I personally enjoy. You may like them, you may not, but I really think they're really, really good. So, you know, maybe you'll find one that you don't have and you could get a sample or something and see what you think about it, because these are really good and I find myself going back and forth with them all the time. So so these are 10. I could have made it 15, 20, but I tried to be responsible and just pick 10. Now, I will say I have one honorable mention, but when I talk about fragrances from Lattafa that I absolutely adore, this one's always in it. So I figured, let me leave that one out. And that one is Bade Al Oud Amethyst. And Amethyst is an oudi rose fragrance that I love. And I did a video a couple of, like a month ago, about my most complimented fragrance that I own, and it was Amethyst. Because when I wear Amethyst, I have people coming out of the woodworks, like saying, can I smell you? Oh my God, what are you wearing? Blah, 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 you know, all that. So Amethyst, definitely one of my top 5, actually. But I wanted to leave it out so I can make room for one, you know, another one in here. So let's talk about it. This is in no particular order. This isn't like from worst to best or anything like that. This is just top 10 that I really, really enjoy. So let's talk about the first one. So the first one is Lattafa Ishq Al Shuyukh Gold. They also make a silver. This is supposed to be inspired by, or is very close to the same DNA as Rosendo Matu number 5. Hopefully I said the Matu part right. Never smelled that one, don't know what that one smells like, but if it smells like this, really, really nice. I and a couple of other people where I've read reviews also think that this is very, very close to the DNA of YSL Baby Cat. And I think that that's true. This has caramel, saffron, suede, leather, tonka bean. Hold on, gotta move my coffee to this side so it doesn't get sprayed with stuff. Really, really nice. Spicy, that saffron, oh my God, that gets into your nose and you just want to sneeze, which I probably will, but I'll cut that out. Just burns your nose when you first spray it. So don't spray it in the air and smell it, because your nose is gonna get like, what? It's got vanilla, amber, and musk as its base notes. The opening is rough. The opening is a very leathery, spicy, rubber kind of scent. But as it starts to dry down, that rubber feel goes away and it just becomes this beautiful, beautiful scent. And I do see the similarities to Baby Cat. It's just a really nice scent. It's got a very vanilla sweetness to it. I've got notes here. So it's got a sweet creamy feel as well. It's dense, powdery, cozy, and like I said, that rubbery saffron leather. It also feels a little metallic at the beginning. But with all that being said, it is a great, great fragrance. This thing is so good. And if you like Baby Cat, you want to kind of get a feel for what Baby Cat smells like, this is a good way to go. Just don't judge it on the opening because like I said, the opening's harsh, but give it like 3 minutes, let it dry down. Beautiful, beautiful scent. I have gotten compliments on this one. So let's talk about the next one. Now, the next one is another absolute favorite of mine, and this is by Maison Alhambra. Now, Maison Alhambra is an offshoot of Lattafa, so that's why I included it, in the top 10. And it is Hercules. Now, this is a clone of Herod. I think it's Parfums de Marly Herod. And this is gorgeous if you like tobacco. This has got tobacco, vanilla, cinnamon, pepper, labdanum, incense, vetiver, cedar. It is so nice. It's a very sweet tobacco kind of fragrance. Absolutely awesome for the fall and the winter. So, so good. But you have to like tobacco because if you don't, you might not like this. Now, if you want to get into the tobacco fragrances, but you don't want to start spending a lot of money on it, and you want to see what tobacco smells like, go to Burlington, I think Burlington's the only place I've seen it in a long time, or go online and get yourself a small bottle of CK Shock and play with that one because that's a really nice tobacco fragrance as well. Not as potent and heavy as Hercules, but it'll give you a sense of what a tobacco scent smells like. And then you can move on, to a little heavier scent. So Hercules by Maison Alhambra, number 2, really, really good. Let's move on to number 3. Now, this one needs no introduction. This is in pretty much everybody's list of favorites, and it is Lattafa's Asad. Now, Asad is supposed to be very, very close to Dior Sauvage Elixir. And I've smelled Dior Sauvage Elixir. I've smelled this one next to it. They are very similar. I'm not going to put it in the 90 to 95% similarity rating. I'd say it's like maybe 75 to 80%, but it's beautiful. And this is a beast. I mean, it's a beast. And you could still get this for less than $30 if you go shop around Jomashop, Triple Traders, FragranceBuy.ca. You can get it for real cheap, less than 30, and this is beautiful. This is really, really good. I mean, I was really, really surprised at how good this is. And if you spray it on your clothes, you get 12 hours of scent on you. It's amazing because I've sprayed it on my clothes, gone out, taken my clothes off when I get home, put them on the sofa. Guys, you know what I'm talking about. You just throw it on the sofa when you walk in. And then I'm sitting down watching TV the next day and, my shirt is still on the side of the sofa and I'm smelling Asad. I'm like, what the hell? And then I remember, this thing is really, really potent. Really, really good. It's got black pepper, pineapple, tobacco, coffee, patchouli, amber, vanilla. It is so, so good. I'll give you some comments that I pulled from fragrance reviews about Asad. The opening has citrus and shower gel vibes, whereas the dry down reveals the sweet and warm side. Lattafa Asad opens up with a warm, spicy accord, some dose of sweetness, and a great amount of lavender. And then as it begins to develop, it gets sweeter and sweeter. I get a slight feel of cinnamon in it. It is beautiful. So if you don't have that, definitely, get your hands on it because it is probably one of the best Sauvage Elixir clones out there. The other one that's out there as well, which is a lot heavier, a lot smokier, is Fragrance World Enigma Un. Really nice as well, but I tend to gravitate towards this one. So, do with that what you will. Next. Now, this one I got a long time ago, maybe 6 months ago, and I really enjoy it. I think I bought it when it was just starting to get warm, temperature wise. So you couldn't wear it too much in the summer, but now I'm gonna be rocking this one. And this is by Maison Alhambra, and this is Afro Leather. Heavy bottle. This thing is ridiculous how heavy it is. Now, Afro Leather has cumin leather in it. It is spicy. Cumin to me a lot of times comes off as having a very BO kind of scent to it. It doesn't happen in this one. It did for me in Rasasi's Darej. Oh my God, the BO I smelled in Rasasi's Darej was unreal. I'm like, I can't put this on. It's been sitting there for like a year now, and now I put it on all the time because it smells really, really good. But at first, that BO scent was ridiculous. This also has vetiver and patchouli, musk, bergamot, saffron. It is a little spicy as well, but what you get is that leather. Really, really nice. It is not an ombre leather, Tuscan leather kind of feel. It's very spicy, animalic. It's just so good. I love this scent. This is supposed to be very close to the DNA of, what is it? Memo Paris African leather. They copied the bottle for the most part to the T, but this is very good. And I think this cost about $18 when I bought it. So try it. If you like leather fragrances, this is really, really good. Next. Now this one is probably the second or third fragrance I got when I decided to start getting clones. And this is Badea Oud For Glory. This is one of my favorite. I've got 3 bottles of this. I've got this one and 2 backup bottles because I love it that much. I mean, they did a great job. And if you look at what it's supposed to be very similar to, they pretty much copied the whole thing. And it is Initio's Oud For Greatness. And I have a decant of Oud For Greatness. And yeah, they smell very, very close to each other. So if you like oud, it's not a bad oud. It's not a very fecal oud or anything. It's a really nice oud. Even though I don't, I'm sure it's synthetic oud. It's not real oud. But this does the oud very well. If you're looking to get into oud, I would suggest maybe going this route because this is so good and it is not expensive at all. This is probably still under $30 if you want to get it. And the bottle is like a rubberized bottle. This has got nutmeg, lavender, saffron, oud, patchouli, musk. It is so good. I love this one. I really do. And in the fall and winter, I rock this one as many times as I can. So that is Badea Oud For Glory. Let's move on to the 6th one. Now this one is a favorite of mostly every reviewer. I just saw, I think it was Ash at GenSense just added it to one of his top whatever reviews, and it is Ameer Al Oud Intense or Intense Oud. This thing, guys, is beautiful. It is very sweet though. So if you don't like super sweet fragrances, think twice, but this thing is so good. I can't tell you. I mean, I can tell you. Look at that. I use this up like crazy. This is inspired by, very close to the DNA of Replicas by the Fireplace, and it's close, but it's way sweeter. I mean, yeah, it's way sweeter than By the Fireplace. The closest that I have found to By the Fireplace is Jack of Spades, I think it is. Ace of Spades, by, I think it's Fragrance World. They have that whole card collection, and Ace of Spades smells very close to By the Fireplace. The closest that I've found, it doesn't have that sweetness that this has. This is more a standalone. This took the DNA of By the Fireplace and did its own thing, with it, and came up with this. Really, really nice. I totally recommend this. It's got vanilla, sugar, oud, sandalwood, and I think if you like sweet fragrances, that is one that you probably would enjoy a lot. So think about it. Next. All right, guys. So this one I have put in a lot of my favorite fragrances reviews. And this is by Maison Alhambra, and this is Tabac. Now you can tell how much I love this fragrance. This fragrance is beautiful. This is got tobacco, honey, amber, peach. Oh my God. This is one of the, for $30, less than $30, you can't go wrong. This is a clone of, I think it's Dior's Tabacler. And this is beautiful. I have had a subscriber say they don't smell the honey. To me, this is like very, very honey forward. What I smell is the tobacco and honey. Like a fruity tobacco and the honey. That's what I smell. And I had a subscriber, I hope they were a subscriber, comment that they don't smell the honey in this whatsoever. And I'm like, you're crazy, because I smell, that's all I smell. So it just goes to show you that people have different, you know, ways of smelling things, and I may smell something and you may smell something else. But this is a beautiful, beautiful scent, less than $30. Tabac, absolutely for the cold weather, fall and winter, because it's a heavy, syrupy kind of scent, but beautiful. So Tabac. Next, I've got 3 more to go. Now, I don't know if I've talked about this one in a while. I think I have, but this one is one of my favorite absolutely spicy fragrances. This thing is spicy as hell. And I've had people say you smell very spicy. And it is Qaaed Qaaed Al Farsan. Qaaed Al Farsan is a totally different one. It's pineapple. This is just Qaaed, okay? And this, guys, has cinnamon, cardamom, bergamot, saffron. It is spicy as spicy gets. But guys, when this dries down, it's got vanilla, leather, amber, oud, and it just dries. Do I have anything here? No, I don't. Like, it is not a linear scent. It does change. And what you get at the beginning, you may be like, oh, no. But as it starts to dry down, it just becomes this really creamy, spicy fragrance. And the oud in it is not heavy. You smell the oud, but it's not a fecal oud. It's not a dirty oud. It's just a really nice oud. And you get that leather in there, and it is just really nice. Now, the other one I want to get is Qaaed Intense, which I've heard is a really good one as well. So that's probably going to be on my to buy list very soon. But if you like spicy, spicy fragrances and a really good one, Qaaed, you can't go wrong with this, guys. This is really nice. But again, if you don't like heavy fragrances, spicy fragrances, if you're still into the freshies, this is probably not the way you want to go, because, you know, this is pretty potent. So just keep that in mind. Don't blame me if you buy it and you're like, oh, that's the worst fragrance I've ever smelled, blah, blah, blah. It is not. It's really, really good. So that's Qaaed by Lattafa, because we're on Lattafa. I've got 2 more to go, guys. All right, now I think I did a comparison of this one a couple of days ago in one of my reviews, and it is Khamrah Qawha. Now, Khamrah, you guys know, I don't even know why I explained this to you, because if you guys are as big as frag heads as I am, you know already. The first one that came out was Khamrah. And Khamrah is one of the most beautiful scents. It's gotta be Lattafa's top-selling fragrance of all time, because it was so well done. But it is sweet as sweet can go. I mean, really, really a heavy, heavy sweetness. They took the Killian's Angel Share DNA and did their own thing with it. So I would say this is not the closest to Angel Share that there is out there. They just took what Killian's Angel Share is and then added stuff to it and made it way, way sweeter. So what they, maybe a year later, because Khamrah sold like crazy, and about a year later they came out with Khamrah Qawha. Now Khamrah Qawha adds coffee to Khamrah, and that's what the Qawha means, is coffee. So when you first spray this, what you're gonna smell is Khamrah. That's what you're gonna smell. But give it about 4 minutes or 5 minutes or so, and you'll start getting that coffee. That coffee starts coming up. So it's Khamrah Qawha. I mean, it's Khamrah with coffee, basically. Do you need both Khamrah and Khamrah Qawha? No, I would say you don't. And which one should you get? You know, as far as scent is concerned, if you only could get one, I would say get this one, because this one is a little, with the coffee added to it, it brings down that sweetness just a tad, so it becomes less sweet than Khamrah is, and it just smells really, really nice. This has got vanilla, tonka bean, coffee, musk. Those are the base notes. So once it gets down to, you know, to the pure dry down, it's a very creamy, coffee-centric kind of scent with that angel share DNA behind it. So yeah, I totally recommend this. And I think that now you can probably get this for like less than $40, and you know, well worth the money. It looks nice. The presentation of the box is beautiful. So guys, I would say if you're giving gifts out and you want a good gift to give to a woman who likes fragrances, I would give Khamrah to the lady, because it's very unisex. And the presentation, the box alone looks like a $250 fragrance. For a guy, I would say Khamrah Qawha, because that coffee makes it just a tad more masculine. But they're both really, really good. So I just figured I'd give you that little tidbit. The last one that I have is one that I recently got a while back, and I've been wearing it like crazy because I just love the scent of it. And it is Lattafa's Liam Gray. Now, they also make, I think, a Liam Gold, and I don't know what that one is inspired by, but this is beautiful. This is inspired by BDK's Gris Charnel. Never smelled that one, but all I need is this one. $25, guys, for this. And it's almost a pressurized atomizer. Really, really nice. Now, this is not a scent for everybody. Do not blind by this scent, because it is a bit polarizing. You'll either love it or hate it because of the way it smells at the opening. But as it starts to dry down, it's really, really nice. But I would definitely say this is one that if you're thinking of getting it, I would definitely get a decant first, and then play with that for a little bit, and then buy it if you feel that you really enjoy it. This has got cardamom, black tea, fig, and that's what I smell a lot, is the black tea and the fig. Almost like a little bit of a metallic feel to it, but not super out there. It's got iris, vetiver, labdanum, sandalwood, vanilla, tonka, and patchouli. It does dry down to a musky, earthy kind of fragrance. But here's what I wrote. Definitely not good for the high heat. So this is a versatile fragrance. I would say you could wear this, 75-degree weather or less, but I think it shines better in the cooler weather. I've got a very light fig note in there, slightly sweet, powdery, spicy, creamy, definitely unisex, soft, cozy scent, slightly woody and slightly oudhy. Those are all the notes that I wrote down as I was testing it and I was, wearing it. Do I like it? Yeah, I love it a lot. The the opening of it is a little bit challenging, but give it 5 minutes and it just, melts down into this really, really nice scent. So that is Lattafa's Liam Gray, okay? Because like I said, you don't want to get the gold one. So guys, that's 10 fragrances that I have for you guys. I really hope that you like this. Do you have these? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I want to know it all. Just tell me everything. Do you recommend any other ones? Tell me, because I'll get them. Some of you guys know, you recommend, I'll get them. Now, Somebody recommended that I get Afgano, I think it's Oud Afgano or Afgano Oud, and I will get that one, but I've been watching reviews on it and everything else, and it's one of those that's like on the fence. People kind of like it, they kind of don't. So I'm gonna wait a little while, but I definitely will get it for you guys, I promise. But if you have any Lattafas that I haven't tried, or you think I haven't tried, let me know, because I always love buying great fragrances. So guys, I hope you like this video. If you do, you know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe, especially hit that like button for me, guys, please. It doesn't cost you anything. Subscribe. I usually try to put out videos 3 times a week. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 1, you know, because life occurs, and, you know, I have other things to do, but I really enjoy doing this for you guys. Are these all Jose coffee worthy? I would say they are. Absolutely are. They are so coffee worthy. So guys, do me a favor. You guys make sure that you be safe and you be loved, and I will talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.